Hi again, my beautiful friends. A new background, one more time. I am right in front of the beach, and if I don't use this microphone, we would be hearing the waves the whole time. And although I feel this is amazing because I love to be near the ocean, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I wanted to show you real quick. And that's what it sounds like. Today we're talking about Betty. Betty is a Sezane cardigan that has been a staple piece and it has been there for a long time. I have reviewed so many here on the channel and tried on when I went to the New York City store, and I also own quite a few. And Betty, to me, if you ask me, it's like a button-down shirt in a form of a knit. And I think that's why it became so popular, because it's one of those pieces that are just so easy to dress up an outfit. You will see in this video that I'm trying to style them in different ways, with shorts, pants, something more formal like for workwear, and also in a more casual way, just like with shorts. So I hope this video is helpful. If you own Betty, let me know below in the comments how you like to style yours and which color is your favorite. One thing that I wanted to tell you about the size is I have Betty in 3 sizes. I am a true small, and the small fits perfectly. I think you can definitely get your usual size, but after I got 3 Bettys, I decided to go with a medium just because I wanted to be more versatile. I wanted to wear that as a cardigan, as a little jacket. It is not super warm, but it's one easy piece to put over a dress or over a top. And because of that, I have a lot of Bettys that are in medium, except for one that's the navy. I have an extra small. So most of them fit true to size, but I would say if you want something a little more fitted, you can size down. But if you want something on the loose side just to wear as a jacket, then you can absolutely size up. I wanted to start just by saying that Betty is in 100% merino wool, so it's very comfortable. It doesn't really have any scratchiness, because some of Sezane knits, they can be really scratchy, at least on my skin, and a lot of people I hear complaining about it. But Betty doesn't really do that. It's a wonderful, really soft knit, and as you can see, it's quite structured. So that's one of the reasons I feel it's such an easy piece to have in your wardrobe. Again, because it just makes it easy to dress up an outfit, and because it's structured, I would say it is not the best type of knit for my body type. I have small waist compared to my hips, and usually when I wear Betty, it just feels completely boxy and doesn't really do much for me. So you will notice that I have to do a few tricks just to make it work. So if you have tried Betty and for some reason it didn't work for you, I want you to try some of these because it might make a difference on how it looks on you. We should always take into consideration our body type and our features, what you want to show, what you want to de-emphasize. So for Betty, every time I wear, I feel a little bit awkward just because of that. It does feel completely boxy and doesn't help me much. It's not very flattering. However, as you can see, I like to tuck in. Even if it's a French tuck, I think it already makes a huge difference. Or another way is to tuck all the way in. It is quite cropped. I wouldn't say super cropped, but if you're tall, you notice that it is on the cropped side. So for some of us, this might be a great thing, but for others, not so much. So I wanted to mention that. One thing you can do with the sleeves is to unfold or just keep it folded, and both ways honestly I think are really cute. I like to wear mine folded, and you will notice that I also like to pull up the sleeves just because it shows a little bit more skin and to me feels more flattering. Another thing that I like to do is to unbutton a bit. I think on some ladies it just looks so beautiful all the way buttoned up, but on me it's not something I like to wear. But you'll see in the video, I believe that I tried on both ways so you can see what it looks like. I was demonstrating this with the coffee color, which I have for a while, and it looks amazing with the Damon Pants. Both of them are tailored and they really complement each other. I kept everything neutral here, but you will see my other Bettys in different colors that are so beautiful. But this one is hands down my favorite. I think this coffee and the green color are my favorite ones. they really go with everything I own, so they are easy pieces to wear. And the coffee color is just such a great neutral. It doesn't feel too warm or too cool toned. So because of that, I just love it. It's just so easy to wear and one of my favorite Bettys. This is almost like my uniform for work. It's probably the first piece I pick when I am trying to figure out what to wear for work. Just because of what I mentioned, it feels like a button-down shirt, but in a form of a knit. So when it's cold, I feel this is excellent. It's just so good. And I am publishing this video in September, August, September, which is basically when we are starting to go back to work here in the US. I mean, I'm not in the US, but I live in the US. So there's nothing better than Betty to talk about this. And as you can see, I am styling here with a suede pair of shoes that are new. I was sent this pair of shoes by Ally Shoes and I want to thank them for that. But I went ahead and I bought 2 other pairs because I was just blown away by the quality and how it felt. It was so comfortable. And for me, because I'm in New York City, I don't own a car. I walk a lot. So when I tried the shoes, I tried the 3-inch version in block heel, which I highly recommend. But if you don't like high heels, they have a version in a 2-inch heel that's excellent. And one of the things I love the most about these shoes is that you can get really customized in terms of sizing. They have between 4 US and 12, which is really a wonderful size range. And you can also get in a different width, and you can take a quiz to figure out your size. So this was really great. I actually got it wrong the first time. I'm in between 8.5 and 9, and that is like a 39.5 European. So I went with the 39.5, and it felt a little bit tight around the front for the toe area. So I went ahead and I exchanged for a 40, and it was perfect. So here I'm wearing all of them in 40. Just so you know, for the 2-inch heel, I went with the wide version just because I wanted to have this extra comfort around the toe area. I picked up these gorgeous colors. Absolutely love these, especially the green. I wanted to show you the nude, which is perfect for everyday wear. It just goes with so much. They have in different shades as well, a little lighter, a little darker, like a caramel, and also a brown color if your skin is darker, which to me is wonderful. They have so many beautiful shades. I was very tempted to get another pair, but I ended up getting just these to start from, and I'm sure I'm gonna be building my collection. I have a 10% discount code for you, so definitely take advantage of that, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Inside you can see it has memory foam, so really comfortable. It doesn't really slip when you walk. It's just so easy to walk and really feels like a cloud. So I can't recommend enough. But going back to Betty, I wanted to show you the coffee color, also styled with a button-down shirt. Underneath, I wanted to inspire you guys with these outfits. Of course, you don't have to copy them, but I'm sure by the end of the video, you will have some ideas to style your own Betty. So I love how it looks with the button-down shirt. Perfect because they have similar colors. This is the Tomboy Shirt, and they just complement each other so well. This time, instead of a tailored pair of pants, I went with the Ecru jeans, which to me makes a little bit more casual. And I also wore sandals, which changes the outfit so much. I love paying attention to these details. I think it makes such a difference on the outfit, so I wanted to share with you guys. Another one that I love is the Leopard Print, and that is love or hate. I know a lot of people love leopard and others just hate it. So for me, I am not a crazy fan of leopard for everything, but there are certain pieces that I really love to have, and for fall, the Betty in leopard is just perfect. I'm wearing here with the leather shorts, and I think it's so good when fall is starting because it's not cold yet, and it just looks great and it feels so nice. It's a perfect moment to wear this combination, and you can absolutely wear that with tights, and it looks so good. I'm not wearing boots here, first because I didn't have access to them. Everything is packed, but you can absolutely change these sandals and shoes to any shoes that you love. I'm also wearing over a black dress. I think the leopard print just brings this fun element to any outfit, and without feeling overpowering. So I went with the black dress because I'm sure everybody has some kind of a black dress at home. And the point here is not for you to go ahead and buy everything that I'm showing, but just to really be creative and try to go to your wardrobe and see what you can style with Betty. So I wanted to show you that. And the next one that I wanted to show you is the navy, which is my very first Betty. This one's a little special because it has the crochet, it has the embroidery around the collar and also the pockets. And I just love this one so much. Now this one runs a little bit large, and that's the only Betty that I have in extra small. My usual size is small. I would say I'm true small. Once in a while I like to size up, but it's really a small, I would say. I have all my measurements down below in case you need for a reference. And this one I went with the extra small because the small was just huge. It was bigger than all the other Bettys I had tried. So this one fits more like a small. At least the version that I have, that's from 2 or 3 years ago. And as you can see, I'm wearing with the matching pants. These are Matthew pants, and I think Matthew deserves a whole video about them because I have worn these so much. Every time it cools down, the weather cools down, it is the first piece, very first piece that I look at and I want to wear and never take off. They're so comfy and they match my Betty. So obviously if you put them together without anything underneath, it feels like PJs. But as you can see, I'm styling with a button-down shirt with this beautiful flower print that just goes so well with this navy. So I think it feels very French. It feels so cool to wear these together, and I wanted to share with you guys. I'm also wearing with a striped jeans. You can't really see the stripes here. They look like white bands, which I think works really well, but I wanted to show you the difference. I'm wearing now, instead of the shoes, instead of the pumps, I'm wearing the sandals to make it a little bit more summery because right now it is not completely cold yet, but it's also not exactly summery. So I wanted to just inspire you guys and give you ideas. I added the suede Margot bag because it brings some warmth and it feels, I think the texture just brings the idea of fall without feeling like it's too much. So I really love how this combination turned out. But let me know which one you like the most, if you prefer the button-down shirt or this one. I also have a teal version. I don't remember how they call this. I don't remember if it's mint, but it is just one of my favorites. It's really not one color that flatters me, but it is one of my favorite Bettys. I absolutely love this color, and I didn't wear that much because I have to wear the right makeup, and it's not one of the easiest colors to wear, but I had to share because it's just gorgeous. I love this muted teal color. I think it's just so beautiful. They call it sage, it's not mint. And I love with jeans. I think they really look great together. It's like a perfect match. Of course, it depends on the shade of your jeans, but this one in particular from Simple Retro, I think looks so good because it feels very vintage. And talking about vintage, I am styling this specific Betty with this gorgeous skirt that I confess I haven't worn enough. I don't even think I have worn this at all, only for videos. It's this gorgeous floral print, very vintage, very couch-like, and I think they look so good together, but it's really not something I normally go for. But I wanted to show you guys also the shoes that I'm wearing because I want you to pay attention to these elements and just create your own outfit. But let me know which one you like the most, if you prefer with the jeans or with the fun skirt. Now talking about green, this dark green is stunning and so good for fall. Same for the burgundy that I'll show you next. Now I picked a very dark mood here. I went with the dark green and black bands. These are pleated. And that's one thing that I wanted to show you. You can play around with different textures. You can see that Betty is quite simple when it comes to texture. It doesn't have a lot going on, but the buttons, the pockets, the rolled sleeves, I think everything makes the cardigan special. I kept everything black here just to keep Betty as the star of the outfit. And as you can see next, I picked something completely different, which is just linen shorts. That is something a little bit unexpected because this is a knit and I usually don't combine summer pieces like linen with the Betty. But I went with this one here because I felt like they really matched so well First, because of the color, it is a shade of green that just looks so cute with the dark green. And honestly, when it's still a little warm, but it's starting to get cold, I like to do that. So it was one of my favorites. You can see that I am wearing a white bag and also flat sandals just to make sure it would still feel a little bit summery and not completely fall. I feel like these together just look so nice. But again, I'm very curious to hear from you if you would wear this or if you would change one of these elements. The burgundy color is also gorgeous, and that was probably my last Betty, the one that I got last. I picked here a cami top in the same shade. It was a coincidence. This is from Quince, and the color was so similar that I had to put them together. And I think it's one easy way, especially if you want to wear Betty as a cardigan. If you have any top, it doesn't have to be the same shade, but something that will complement the color of Betty or the style. I think it's a very easy way to get dressed. And I picked the white silk pants just to go well with the cami top. And I really love how it turned out. You can see that I'm also wearing with black leather pants. I think this is more fall-like, and you can wear with boots. I didn't have boots at the moment when I was recording this, but I think it looks so good. This color is just so good with black. I love this contrast. It doesn't feel like Christmassy. So it's that shade of red wine that's just absolutely beautiful. For me, since I'm a dark autumn, that's one color that works well for my skin tone, and I'm very excited to wear again this fall. Now, the last one that I wanted to talk about is the Emily cardigan, which is so similar to Betty. It's a new version that's also in 100% merino wool, but I wanted to tell you that it's thinner than Betty. So Betty doesn't feel super warm, but it's also not thin. I would say that the Emily is a version of Max shirt combined with the Betty cardigan and turned out like this. So it is longer, as you can see. It doesn't have the folded sleeves. It feels like an over shirt, I would say. And you can see that I'm wearing here with my blue Matthew. I think it looks so nice together, especially because I picked this bag that feels like a tonal outfit, and I really love how they went together. It doesn't feel too warm. It's definitely one easy staple piece to have, and you can 100% wear that as is, completely buttoned up, or just put as an overshirt. I'm wearing also with the Will jacket in suede, and I try to add something with a similar color. I'm also wearing the Matthew pins. I love how they turned out together. I think it's very pretty and very cohesive too. And another way that I wanted to show you is with the leather shorts. Not my favorite way, at least not for my body type, but I still wanted to show you just for inspiration. Now the Emily here I'm wearing in size small. This is the mottled beige, and I'm sure they will bring more colors. They have not told us yet which colors will be available, but you know Sezane, they release one thing and then all of a sudden they have like a whole rainbow of colors. So Emily is really nice. I didn't keep mine, first because it was very warm when I tried that, and I didn't feel like I needed to add any knits to my collection, but maybe when they bring other colors, I will be tempted to get another. Now, one Betty that I cannot forget to talk about, I actually finished the video and I had to record again because I completely forgot about this one, is the black and white. I don't believe this is available right now, but you know Sezane, sometimes they bring things back, and you can also find in the pre-loved market. The black and white is one of the prettiest, and I have this for a while now. Actually, I wore more than I thought because I was a little bit limited in terms of color. I felt like the black and white would only look nice with either black or white, and to me is the best way, but it also looks really nice with jeans and with leather pieces. I think it's just so beautiful. They also have striped Bettys, and I just wanted to show you real quick because this is one of my favorites. I went with the medium for that one, especially because of this black part at the bottom. It just felt and looked so cropped in the small version, so I ended up with the medium. So for this one in particular, I would say maybe size up just because of that at the bottom. I hope this video was fun to watch. Let me know if you own Betty or if you plan to get one, which color you would like. They have so many right now, and I am definitely not getting another one. But if I ever sell one of mine, I might consider another color. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.